Welcome into another episode of the Neely Schmidt Yourself podcast. I am Mike Neely. To my left is John Schmidt.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm a little closer because of how I have to be right now, but I'm going to probably adjust this.
You should.
So,
I'm just going to hold it like this.
I'm just going to hold it.
Don't hold it.
Just hold it. Hold it. We're going to hold it all day.
I just, you know what? If you see the test, we're just going to leave the test
We're going to leave the test up.
So here's what we've learned. We're not mad. We've figured out something.
Or crazy.
Definitely mad. So here's what we've learned. As you can see behind us, the N64 is king.
Yes.
Because what we were trying to play on the test video that we left up because we thought it was too funny and no one's going to probably see it anyway, and it's fine, is that you can tell behind us that the N64, even not on a CRT, which we have.
It's crazy how well this looks behind us. And we tested this last night. I was at home. Mike was down in his basement because we're at right now. He was like, hey, let's see if this works. And I was like, dude, this looks awesome. What if we set the camera up here, put a TV in, and we're just playing like this? Well, we decided that we were going to try to let's play Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, let's play through it.
It'd be an awesome playthrough. Because we both love that game. There's history behind it.
It's my favorite game on Switch.
Yeah.
Favorite game on Switch.
I played all three of those, but I played all three.
I still want to play the first two. After playing the third one, I never played the other two.
The first two are going to be way harder than the third one. But so we're like, hey, let's get it all set up. And it was so bad. So bad. But we did not test out.
I didn't save the Switch.
We didn't test the Switch. We tested this. The
N64 looked great, as you can see behind us.
It looks so good right now.
Demo mode of Toy Story playing behind us.
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2, you're right. Toy Story 2.
So good.
I just got it for my birthday and played through one level of it. And I was just, messing around. I wasn't even really playing last night. And yeah, we put it up, tried to make it work, and it looked fine. It looked fine like it does this.
This looks so good.
I think it really is because the lower pixel, because it's designed for that kind of thing. It's definitely being stretched on this. It looks better here than it does here.
No, yeah,
which is the opposite problem we just had. So the whole theme tonight was going to be like, hey, here's some games we love playing and playing through. We thought this grand idea because we're cheap, because we're balling on a budget, and because we're balling on a budget. Congrats to you. We just bought a house. You sold your house. We bought a house. I wish we would have bought a house. That would have been great, man. We would never do that.
We would never buy a house and try to together and just hang out. So we just hang out all the time.
Can we do that?
No, because I have no money right now. But
man,
Andrew and I have put an offer on a house, and we got accepted, and we are going to be literally 5 minutes away from you.
I do love it. I so love it.
So at this point, we're just in contract, so things can.
Yeah, it could fall through, and then you still have your house kind of in the same boat where it could fall through.
It was a crazy weekend, but I am all for it. We are excited. We are planning out future projects. My wife, Andrea, is very organized and getting it all in, doing all the pricing. And I don't know what I would do without my wife because she keeps me organized. And she is truly the best.
Terrible budgeting if it wasn't for my wife. So.
Andrea keeps me on track, and she's just amazing. So shout out to her. And yes, I know it is late. Well, we tried. We were trying this for. I think I said in the thing was probably an hour and a half. It was probably close to 2 hours.
We tried so many setups to make that work. And the problem that we learned when we put this in, and I just did it to put a background, just for a flipping background.
He goes, I'm just gonna put this up just because. And we got everything back set up again. And we're just like,
oh, it's just the N64.
It's the N64. It's because
the N64 worked better.
It works better.
I think, again, they were designed to be on a lower res, and clearly the colors just pick up better. It's crazy.
Yeah.
High def, it was too much.
It is crazy for how different from when did the Switch come out?
2017.
2017. N64 96. 96. Yeah. What? This looks so good. We could not even read.
We couldn't
We
read.
could not like. I
Couldn't
can
read.
make out Disney and Pixar right now. Like
Yeah,
you could not read even Luigi Mansion 3. You couldn't even make out the 3.
y'all are gonna have to check out our 7-minute
Oh,
blooper video.
yeah.
It's just test, and
Still, my favorite thing is whenever when we did, we're like,
yeah,
So sorry, I had to recreate it again
it was pretty
because I feel like we were both just like so defeated. You could just see. We
was
just
so-
were so
we were
glazed
so
over. Just like-
defeated. We
we
tried.
just like sat there, just like, okay. So, but I think this is a good thing to have on there because this just shows that
This isn't gonna be perfect.
it's not going to be perfect, and it's
There's a lot of effort goes into
Yes,
it, and you think it's gonna
We're
work?
just going to try things and see if it works,
it's fun.
and maybe we'll just play N64 games. Or I'll bring my Super Nintendo. We could play the walkthrough of.
We got this. We got when we did the Dudes Day. We got the Star Wars game.
Yeah, we got the Star Wars game. We can definitely do that. Or we could play Metroid.
Metroid.
Yeah, I have the original Metroid for the. That was the first time it came out. Was on the.
I never.
Super Nintendo.
Were you a big Metroid guy? I was not a big Metroid.
So the only time I was into Metroid was whenever we.
Did you play it first on the SNES or something?
No, I would say the
SNES or-
GameCube.
GameCube. Okay.
So that would have been Samus, and I still have it's Metroid Prime at that point, and I have that on the 3DS, which is like a 2-disc game, or is it the GoldenEye? But I think it's 2 discs. But yeah, so it was remastered because it was on. Was it remastered? Yeah.
So it wasn't. I don't think there was a Metroid on the 64.
No.
There's only 296 games. Well, 297 now, but
Yeah. No, I don't think it was, but Samus was because Samus is the main character.
yeah.
Was actually in a game, Super Smash.
Well, yeah, that was first on the N64, so sure.
So that character was in there, but no, Samus was only on the original Metroid. It was on there.
And I know there's a couple different versions of it on the NES. Like labeling, it's the same
Yeah.
game, but the labeling, there's 2 different box arts. I know there's like some of that weird stuff that goes on. I never got into Metroid you know what? That's not true. I had one Metroid game in my entire life, and it was on the Game Boy Advance.
Love like Game Boy Advance.
I had a lot of weird people bought me a lot of weird titles that I didn't really know
Yeah.
too much about. It's definitely time for that.
It's
Yeah.
It's been a night.
It took way
Cheers.
too much. It took way too much effort to get to this point.
Ooh. I'm still digging the garage beers. I still have a lot of them, but they're so good. It just like hits. It just hits a spot. Like
Okay, you need to. I mean, I haven't tasted it. Is it near like a
like Bud Light, Miller Light, but crisper.
But that's like their whole marketing is crisp, refreshing, and it's not
The only
crisper.
time I've actually had a crisp Bud Light is when I first got it off the line at Anheuser-Busch.
That is true. Okay, well, so we were going to talk about today anyway. We're going to talk about like games that we wish maybe during our childhood that we would have played.
all the way through. Yeah, I think this is a good segue because we were gonna probably talk about that during playing Luigi's Mansion. Also, Luigi's Mansion 4 is gonna be coming out at some point, right?
They're also remaking 2 for the Switch.
Which is
I think it's going to be what was 25, and then I don't. So here's it's completely my opinion, but here's what I think is going to happen as Nintendo. What I think they're going to do, they're going to do the the retro version of 2. They're gonna put it on Switch. They're going to release the 4,
Yeah,
and they're going to also put it on whatever the new system is.
that's
And they're going to put it on both because
you might as well.
But they do that. They did that to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yep.
They did that to Zelda. That was on both. That was on the Wii U and the Switch.
Also, they did that for Donkey Kong Country, the Tropical Freeze.
I actually got that game.
It was on the Wii U, and I think it's on the Switch.
It's on the Switch. I have a copy of it.
Yeah, it came out
I
for the
played,
Wii U, and it didn't. it didn't do great, so they kept it on the Wii. Beside the point.
Was
it
it-
was the Wii U was like what the Switch is.
Well, yeah, but question:
Mhm.
was Donkey Kong Country Tropic Freeze, was that made by Rare, or was that just made by Nintendo?
That's Nintendo. It might have no. It might have
No, all the old Donkey Kong countries, those were made by Rare. Now, Rare was like a extreme like partner
Mhm.
with like Nintendo as like a they're like a I don't know, maybe this is maybe not a technical term. You can throw this in the comments if anyone watches. I think they were like a preferred third party
Okay.
developer.
Wasn't Rare the one that also made Conker's Bad Fur Day?
They made Conker's Bad Fur Day,
So-
007.
Okay.
They made Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay.
They
Well,
made
Diddy Kong Racing makes sense. If they
well, yeah.
Donkey Kong Country.
There's some other titles in there that we're missing out. There's some
There's a lot
like,
more games.
Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie. Those are both Rare.
Yeah.
I'm a big Rare fan. I like a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm missing some other weird ones in there. I know that. But okay, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
I want to know from you. I know some of we've been talking about this for a while, but let me know about some of your like the games you would have wished you would have played growing up that maybe a lot of your friends have played. And these can be games too that like you didn't
say-
own and didn't get to play a ton of. You maybe played a little bit, but
I would definitely say Halo.
yeah, you and me both are on that one.
Halo. Because I did have original Xbox. I did have Halo.
You
I-
had it? You
yeah.
had the original Halo? See, I never see. So here's my case: is I never had the original
I let someone
Xbox.
borrow it and never got it back. So in that case, don't
The game's only worth like $5.
I know.
Which is crazy. It's crazy that a franchise that
It's
now has its own
because
TV
it's
show.
Microsoft. It's not Nintendo. It doesn't have the same. It doesn't have like the same hit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But definitely Halo. But I played Halo as like everyone. Hey, no, everyone bring your own TV, bring your Xbox.
You mean LAN? You mean talk about LAN party, dude? I
LAN parties, dude.
remember going to a couple birthday parties or LAN parties.
LAN parties.
Can you
That
imagine?
was so much.
Can you
fun.
imagine telling our kids now about LAN parties? They're gonna be
No.
like,
What is a LAN party? What
One.
is that?
"What? Why are you on a LAN? Just
What?
hook it up to the internet." They're gonna be like,
And at that point in time, what was internet? There was none.
There
I mean,
were
it was
systems. There were systems that were out that could hook up to the internet and like had that, but it was just ahead of its time. Like that wasn't a thing
Yeah.
that anyone's really doing. And PS2 and maybe Xbox.
Xbox.
Did they have internet?
Yes.
I think you had to buy some
Xbox
adapter.
Live.
Because you had to buy some
Uh-huh.
adapter though too. I don't know, man. It's crazy that Halo's for one. I think that's at some point.
Halo is definitely one.
We need to find that, even if it's a loose copy. We need to find that, play that
I
through.
mean, it's not expensive. You can buy it on the 360, so you can play all the way up to Halo 4. So you
360.
can do Halo Reach, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3.
I want to try to
So
play
you can
them
play
in
five
chronological order, not
So you
full
have to
release
do
order.
Halo Reach is the first one.
Okay.
And then Halo. Then Halo 2, Halo 3, then Halo 4. And there's another one. There's ones in between that. But Halo Reach is the very first one.
That's so interesting. I know the multiplayer was crazy.
It was so
and-
much fun.
I mean, again, I've
Killing spree.
like we know the like classic,
Slayer.
the classic sayings, but I've never played the campaign mode through.
Either
And
have
I know you finished season 2. I
Of Halo,
haven't
yeah.
of Halo, and I was okay with season 1. I realized I'm very frustrated with the constant
The
taking off of the helmet because I know that's not.
I
I don't
wonder.
the little bit of lore that I know, which isn't much. I mean
It-
that's about it.
Technically, you never see his face at all. Never.
Which is why I'm like, okay, cool. For 1 second, it's fine, but like, were you trying to like outdo the Mandalorian?
I don't know.
Like, I don't.
But the CGI and stuff was horrible the first season. Was real bad. At least this season they stepped it up. It looks good. I'm ready for.
I think I've watched
3.
1 episode of season 2.
It's good. It puts you where the game is going. Like Halo, the first one.
Yeah, I gotta finish it. It's on my list. I gotta finish
But
that too.
Halo Reach is what Reach because they're in Reach. That's where they're at.
Oh, it's location.
The location is called
See,
Reach.
this is what I'm saying. You probably know a lot more about Halo. Okay, what other than Halo? Because you owned Halo. What's a game that, like, from our childhood that you didn't own? You maybe played a little bit, but I mean, like, you barely played. What's a game that you wish, if money wasn't a problem, you could just pick it up and you'd want to play through it? No responsibilities, just get to play through it.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Really? Why? I want to hear the why.
Just because Conker is such one of those games that is the last one ever made.
No, it's not on the console. It's
I
not
thought
the
it
last,
was the last one.
last game they released on the N64. Take a guess. It's not a very expensive game.
Oh, we've talked about this.
I'll give you a hint. It's a black cartridge.
I want to say it's a racing game.
It is not.
I don't know. Yeah,
It is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
gotcha. All right.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
So I would play Conker because I never owned it. I've seen people play through it, and I played a little bit of it. I like the storyline. I think it's kind of fun. I think it would be. It's just one of those.
Raunchy.
It is very raunchy, and it fits my personality.
I don't know.
That's the reason why I love it.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that you want to like it because it's raunchy. I don't think you actually
I
like
played all the way through.
it. You love South Park.
I do, and I played both of them. I played Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole.
It's Fractured Butthole. There's a comma in there you forgot.
Oh, did I? Oh, not the fact that her name is of our thing is Neely Schmidt yourself. So
Yeah, it's because of their last names. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying no, I don't know.
I'm a little surprised. I think the more toned down version is Gex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gex is good on that system. If you've never played that, I definitely loan you that.
So what would be yours?
For me, it's probably, I mean, outside of Halo, Banjo Kazooie. I never played that through.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think of other bigger games though. Like, that's definitely for the 64. I'm trying to Halo. I already said that. There's like Gears I never played through.
I played Gears 1 and 2. I didn't finish 2. I played Gears 1 all the way through, which was a really fun game. The storyline is so good.
And that's what I want to play. I'm talking about campaigns. I maybe should have given that.
Oh, campaigns.
Campaigns we never played through. Wish we would have.
Definitely Halo. Oh, I know what game you haven't played, but I would say that it's a campaign in a way, but you don't have to play all the stuff. Is definitely.
I got a list. I forgot I worked on the list. I got a list.
You have a list. I do not. But one could be Pokemon Stadium for you, because there is the concept of they do have mini games in it, right?
But I have Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah,
I played Pokemon Stadium.
Okay.
Here's my list. I have a few on here that I've really barely played through, and I got some that are close. Crash Bandicoot.
It's a good one.
On the N64. No, that would have been PS1. Crash Bandicoot. Crash. That's PlayStation.
Oh, Crash is PlayStation.
That's
That's
PlayStation. Banjo. I said.
Banjo. That's
Ocarina of Time. I own, but here's why I have it on my list. I got it at the same time I got a PS2, and so I never played it.
I have never. I
have it and I want to play it.
I have Ocarina of Time. I don't have Majora's Mask. I would say that'd be a good one to play through. I've never played through a Legend of Zelda game.
I haven't either.
And I started playing one. I actually played Link's to the Past.
Awakening.
No. It's the very first one on the Super Nintendo.
Okay, Link's Awakening.
I think it's I don't know. It's Awakening, but I got to play it on that. Yeah, I played it on the Super Nintendo when we were for Andrea. Oh, not Andrea's. When Andrea was pregnant, and we went on a baby moon. Got there.
But it's been one of them days.
But it was a lot of fun. It reminded me of a lot of like you don't like those ones because it's the above view and it's like Pokemon. You're like, no.
I just have a problem with the graphics.
Wait, is Pokemon on your thing that you need to do?
Sure ain't.
Dang it.
Train.
I think you should play through one time. Take my game guide. Go have some fun.
Here's what else is on here.
Go ahead.
Spyro.
Ooh.
I never played Spyro. Never had a PlayStation 1.
See, that's the
And I
thing.
never played on PlayStation 2.
See, you're pulling out PlayStation games. I never owned a
I-
PlayStation and never was
I have-
into that.
I have Halo, which is Xbox.
Good.
Crash, PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Banjo, N64. Zelda, N64. Spyro, PlayStation. Assassin's Creed, I never really played through.
Ooh, I have tried. Assassin's Creed is another good one. I would like to get into.
My brother got really into it and has a
Uh,
bunch of the
I
titles.
think that's it's solid.
I think it
A
got
guy that I work with, he loves. He would tell you which one to play. So I played Assassin's Creed Tried to. It's kind of difficult.
yeah.
I think it's not. It's like all the things you can do. Know what I would like to play again? Fable.
I've heard good things about Fable.
Fable 1 is probably the best one. It's the one that, like, if you make decisions throughout the game, it changes. So you can either be good or you can be evil, or you'd be like in the between.
Because I've heard that like heard Fable being because that was original Xbox. It was Xbox only, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then they have
What are some other good Xbox only titles?
What's Bioshock on?
Can check. What are some other what are some of the ones you know though?
Gears of War is definitely another one.
I think I said Gears, didn't I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did. So I was just pulling that one out because I knew that we talked about that a while ago. Is Bioshock? I want to say Bioshock is only for
It's literally on the Switch.
okay now, but what does it originally come out on?
That's a good question.
What about Fallout?
It originally came out in 07. Let's take a
Okay.
look here. So it was on Amazon and everything. Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4,
Okay.
Nintendo Switch.
What about Fallout? Was that only on PlayStation?
I think Fallout was an exclusive. Fallout's definitely another one that I want to get behind. And I think it's all the retro stuff that I constantly see comes out with that stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a show coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Amazon.
MGM. They took
Yeah.
that at a loss. They lose so much money for Prime. It is crazy. I mean, they don't lose money because it's Amazon, but like MGM can't be profitable. It's crazy. I think it is. Says here we have. It's on a lot now. It's on PS2. It's on PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5.
Okay.
It was on both.
Okay.
It was on both because it's Xbox One, original Xbox, and PS2. That's the same gen.
I wonder. Okay.
But Fallout's another one that
Yeah,
I would like to
definitely.
play through.
Definitely Metroid would be another one. The Metroid Primes, they're really good. GameCube games were great.
There's not a ton. Okay, from your perspective, you had a GameCube. What are some like I have to play GameCube games before I die?
Sonic.
It's Sonic's Sega.
Yeah, but it's owned by Nintendo now. But
Well, you know that.
But I would
And I have-
definitely say Sonic, one of the Sonic games that's on the GameCube is great. Also, one of the best games that's on the GameCube that it's really expensive. Actually, there's two expensive games for the GameCube.
Like Pokemon related.
No.
There's one game that's like super expensive on the GameCube.
Yeah. One is Luigi's Mansion.
You know that I want to play that.
You know, I want to own that and play it.
How expensive is that?
I want to say it's a $200
Can't be that much.
I think
No.
so.
I'm gonna look at price charting.
Well, price charting is different than what people are selling it for, but
No. It's literally eBay sold this. stuff.
okay. And then what's the one? I have the 3DS of that game. Not game, but the actual 3DS is modeled off of the other game that's on the GameCube, and it reminds me of like chess a little bit. Do you have to play it? And you have like certain knights or anything that you have, and you place them on the board, and you try to defeat your enemy. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Sounds like
It's not. It's
like Risk.
It's not. It is along the lines of Risk.
Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube is going for $50 loose.
That's not bad.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Complete in box is worth just over normal price, meaning like it's sold for what 60 normally.
Mm-hmm.
It's 64.26 currently.
Okay.
So,
If I can find it, I'll do it.
and I'm sure there's some other ones that have sold less than that. It's something that we should probably like go to like an outlet or something, and
Yeah.
like someone's got a copy of it like under price charting, and it's worth it.
What would be another one that
I'm trying to think of like a lot of them. Unfortunately, are just a lot of like shooting games. Like I've played through Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Like I've played through some of those campaigns, and like that was fun.
also?
I'm trying to think of like the classic games that I haven't played through.
I've never played through.
From our
I've
gen.
owned it, but I've never played through Mario 64.
Oh, dude, very worth
also Mario Sunshine. I would like to do.
Do you have?
Yes, I do have all of that, and also Mario Galaxy. I would like to play through it too.
I've replayed Mario 64 on the Switch, and I've beat it. I haven't like completed everything, but I've beat it.
Mhm.
I've tried to get my wife to play it, and I think it's just a game that like holds up. It's
Did Anna complete just playing games? Did Anna complete Luigi's Mansion?
no, because I let a friend borrow it. I'm getting it back soon.
Gotcha.
And she'll
Andrea,
finish it.
that was the first game she's ever completed,
Dang.
and it's not mine, but like it's one that I was like, it was my first one on the Switch. Also, Luigi's Mansion is still hands down one of my favorite games of all time.
It's definitely my favorite on the Switch. I think I have a nostalgia for a lot of games, so that's difficult.
Yeah.
But it's definitely in my like top 10 all time that I've played through.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. To your point, it takes a lot for you to be able to finish through a game. It's got to be good enough and like make you prioritize enough to get you through
exactly. There was enough in that game that you're like, there were some tricky parts that I did have to look up, which, okay, I don't like doing that, but like, I was stuck on something for like a good hour, and I'm like, okay, I gotta look this up.
I remember, you know what I should get? I'm gonna see if it's still at my parents, but I have the Pokemon Snap game guide.
Yes. You should have that.
I should have it
keep
somewhere.
that.
We could frame it.
But also, I have one thing that I have two things that I brought today that I would like to share because it says I think our episode is now called something about mountains, right?
Did you get? I think so. Because sometimes when you when you have a day, you need to enjoy the mountains.
You enjoy the
Now,
mountains.
do people think we're talking about the mountains that turn blue?
Blue? I don't know. But
People probably assume because they think we're alcoholics. We're not. It's just this one beer.
Not beer. I got some Mountain Dews.
That's the mountains we
So-
want. Okay, so we got some mugs here, and of course, if you're gonna have mugs, not mugs. They're whiskey glasses.
Yes.
with mountains on it.
With mountains.
Mount Everest and Fuji.
Fuji.
You gotta have the mountains.
So,
the mountains. It's
Which
Mount
one do you
Fuji.
want to try first? We got Laguna.
Laguna?
Laguna Lemonade Baja.
Well, we should try it compared to. Apparently, it's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, it is the 20th anniversary of
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
It's just not going to. The Baja Blast isn't going to taste the same without the deliciousness of Taco Bell.
But I do have.
You have the original.
I do have the OG.
I say we do that third,
Okay.
and we should try to see like, if
And
a
then-
10 is Baja Blast.
So, and the other one is Point Break Punch.
Point Break. They're referencing the movie Point Break.
Maybe. And Laguna Beach.
I've-
that was also a show too.
Yeah.
So
All right, so we're gonna open these up.
I say we start with that one.
Okay.
All right.
I'm having higher hopes for this. Most of them I like Fruit Punch.
I just like Baja Blast.
And I like Baja Blast.
Didn't they do okay? So I've actually had the pineapple Baja Blast they did in cans
I
last
prefer the
year.
look of the mountain.
That actually is really kind of cool. Also, I like the color of this. Ooh,
Which one did I go above the mountains?
it smells good.
It does. It does actually smell good.
It's very
Can you imagine? Look at that. Look at the mountain. You probably can't even see that. Well, it looks so great. though.
Also, this is our first time trying something brand new on our channel.
There we go.
All right.
Cheers to that. Drink it and sink it. I think someone else does that though.
Ooh.
Hmm. It's got a. How do I even describe
Okay.
it?
I think I have my. I think
It's
I-
almost like a bubble gum.
Okay, I see. See, I get that
It's like a-
fruity.
it's like a
It's a
fruity-
very fruity bubblegum taste.
It's like fruit stripe.
but at least the
It's
flavor,
got- it's
at least
got
the flavor lasts longer than 5 seconds. This is good.
I don't make that anymore.
I taste the Baja Blast like
It's like a tropical fruity.
yeah, Baja Blast. Like you get that hint of Baja Blast, like that type of bite.
The end
that
of it.
has-
The end of it. Yeah, you're right.
You get that bite of it, and you're like, oh, that's Baja Blast.
Look at the mountain. I don't know. Just like these
Can you
weird
see?
glasses.
Oh, these are cool. You can definitely see that.
Definitely see that.
Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
Or weird. It's fun.
It's been a day, okay? Leave us alone.
Dude, I think we were both just having a week where we're just like, you know what? I'm over this week.
Yeah.
We vented and you came over, and then we came in here, and then for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Also, we get to, you know what? We get to hang out again.
we're gonna go hang on some women's professional volleyball.
Yeah. The Columbus
Want some-
Fury.
you guys want some free tickets?
I didn't win no free tickets.
Your wife, well, in Senso facto, your wife won free tickets, so
Yeah.
we all want free tickets,
Correct.
which is pretty great.
But
All right, well, okay,
out of 10?
out of 10.
Ooh. I would drink this again. So I'm going to give this I want to
I
6.5.
7.
I see. I wanted to go 7, but I didn't.
I like it.
I like
I
it.
drank it again, but
If I see it in the store, I would buy it again.
I would buy it if it was on sale.
Okay, I get you that.
All right.
So
It says tropical punch flavor.
yeah,
It's not as.
no.
I mean this in the best of way. It's like a watered down fruit punch, like Hawaiian punch.
Oh, I get that.
It's not as crazy. It's not as, I don't know, red color forward. Just trying to think what I don't know what to compare it to. It's not my favorite Mountain Dew of all time.
No.
But now I'm curious, like, what I'm going to think about with this one. Yeah, this is the Laguna Lemonade.
Ooh. Sorry. We're all like, what are you doing? All right. So.
It definitely tastes like battery acid. Just kidding.
Ooh. Probably should have a pellet cleanser in between that.
You have your water right here.
Oh, water? Yeah. Water.
For those who are like, that's not water. It's one of the ingredients.
One of many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many. It's just literally the hops.
Definitely clear the palate. It's like a lemon Skittle.
Ooh.
Like a fruity, like the tropical Skittles. Like somehow
Yeah.
a lemon flavor of that.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know
I
how-
get that. I get that vibe. It's not my favorite though. I like the fruit punch better.
It's pretty even for me. I think it's another solid 7.
Okay, so I wanted to go 7 on the fruit punch.
I don't know.
I wanted to go 7 on the fruit punch. I think I'm switching. I'm getting rid of my 6.5. I'm going to a 7. I'm giving this a 5.
Really?
It's a 5 for me.
You know what? It's funny is that the more I've drank this, the less I like it.
Yup. Did you take a big sip? Take a bigger sip.
I did, and that's when I was like,
It kind of just blends together and it's mint.
I don't know how else to explain this except saying that I mean, it's supposed to be lemonade, so maybe that's why. But there's
Yeah.
less flavors. It's not as complex of a flavor that you typically get from.
Yeah. Like,
It's not as complex because it's trying to be lemonade.
Like I taste the Baja, like because it's a version of it has
The version of Baja Blast.
but I
you imagine
taste it. I taste it.
You know what it'd be better with?
Hmm.
Taco Bell.
Actually, I like this Mountain Dew better than the Was it the Lightning one that's at
KFC.
KFC? I like this one better than that one.
It's been a minute since I've had
It's
that.
been a minute, but
I had that a couple years ago.
yeah, you and I.
I went once by myself.
Ooh, I see. I'm not a big
When
KFC
I used to,
guy.
I'm not like.
at
I think I
all.
went. I think I picked it up when Anna and I for like one random. This is before. This was a seller apartment before Cal was around.
Just before you, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
The fact that you can get KFC, all that food in a drive-through, that's too quick. I have concerns.
Oh, it's because it sits in hot holding.
I know. I just didn't need you to tell me that. I don't get it.
Sits in hot holding. It is timed, and it's in hot holding.
It's supposed to be.
It
And the
has
food
to-
inspector named John isn't there.
So, do you want some insight?
I don't really want insight.
Okay.
I don't want the folks at home to be like,
And hey, if the folks at home want to know anything about food stuff,
we could have a whole episode about it.
we
You can
could.
teach me.
Oh, I could say some things that
A lot of things are public records.
yes, a lot of things are public record. I can say some scary things that I found. I can't name places,
Right. Understandably.
but I can say KFC is I hated KFCs. I hated them. I just
Yeah.
did not like them.
You know what the best item there is? My opinion. I do have a favorite item.
All right, go ahead.
Do you have a guess what my favorite item is?
I'm gonna go with the popcorn chicken.
It's kind of part of it. It's that KFC famous bowl.
Okay, all right.
Why? It's just a bunch of really good food.
Because it has all of the ingredients that you can just make your own, and it's all right there. Kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving in a way. The day after, when you put everything back on, and you just blend it all together.
It slaps. Whatever that means. When the kids
Slaps.
say. The kids say these days, I guess.
Oh, not what was
We're
the
old men.
slaps, slams,
Cap.
cap? It's so cap, bruh.
I don't think kids say that anymore.
Cap? I don't know. Called bruh. I think yeah.
We're old, man. This is what I've realized when
Gosh.
I'm starting to have colleagues that were like born after 9/11. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm sorry. I remember that day. I remember that bus trip. I remember nobody being on the bus. I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be 33 in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I just turned 32.
33. Crazy.
Dude, we're old adults.
Yeah, especially when I have coworkers that come in and be like, I just graduated college. I go, oh God. Like I've been out for a while.
Here's the crazy part. We've almost been out of college
I've almost for 10 years.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
What happened?
Life, man.
It's not a negative
No.
thing. It's just like
It's
it
not a bad
wasn't
thing
that
at all.
long ago.
No.
I've lived in Columbus over a decade, dozen
Wow.
years. So moved in 2011.
Yeah, yeah.
So that would have been
I only knew you for a year. Before
Yeah.
you moved down. I helped you move down here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah.
And we didn't live that far.
And
from
now-
each other. We're gonna live 5 minutes away. We
I
were,
want to build a tunnel, but I'm probably going to
we
get.
could build a tunnel.
It's a 2.5 mile tunnel. That's exactly the mile
That's
of
a
the way
bike
you
right
live.
here. I could ride my bike here.
I don't have a bike, so maybe I gotta get a bike.
Also,
The fact that I could bike to your house and it's 2.5 miles
2.5 miles.
per Google.
I could do a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do we try Baja Blast? The
It's just
OG?
gonna be superior.
I already know it's gonna be superior, but is it gonna hit the same?
Out of not a fountain from Taco Bell.
Correct.
I guess we gotta try it and find out.
All right.
We can't let the people be like.
Oh,
Do
you have all three. Why are you not trying that one?
Then we have to do it last, right? suicide or whatever. It's probably not called that anymore, understandably.
Yeah, you mean all
Um,
three combined together?
Yeah.
All right.
I never drink pop, so it is pop, by the way. It's pop.
Soda.
You're-
Soda pop.
You're wrong. What is here's a question for you.
I
And
say
there-
both. I do say both.
Sorry, you're wrong. What do you call a potato that's cut into fourths, like 4 different?
Oh yeah,
What's that called?
this is more of a mid.
I don't think it's Midwestern.
Is it Midwestern or is it just Northeast?
It's just
Ohio?
Northeast Ohio.
Those are called JoJo's.
They're called
JoJo's, not potato wedges. JoJo's.
If you don't believe us or you don't know what the heck we're talking about, like potato wedges are potato wedges. Okay, I need you to look it up and say where these are called JoJo's. Who calls it that? It's probably gonna be Northeast Ohio.
Also, what do you call the strip of grass in between the road and the sidewalk?
Strip of grass between the road and the sidewalk.
Yeah, the strip of grass. You have the road,
No, right?
grass, sidewalk. What do you call that grass? It's like the median before you go over.
Grass.
You don't know what you called that?
Yeah, grass that I gotta mow.
It's called the devil strip.
Who calls it that?
Northeast Ohio people.
Well, to be fair, I didn't grow up in a place where I had sidewalks. Did you?
No, the only how I knew that is because where my aunt and uncle, not aunt, my grandparents had sidewalks, and my grandmother always referred to the devil strip. And the reason why it's called the devil strip because people thought you could easily get killed, so they called it the devil strip because it was evil. I think that's the way. Yeah, because the Akron rubber ducks turn into the devil strips.
What?
No, they're alternate. They also are sauerkraut balls too.
Minor league. There's
I
just
love
too much
minor-
going on with minor league baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I cheated. I cheated.
Oh.
It's just yeah.
Actually, it's not bad.
It's this.
It's pretty good.
I feel like there was one year where it was not as good.
It was like the first year they came out with it.
Which is crazy. I love the exclusive.
But I think
What's the word?
the
Exclusive. Exclusivity. That word.
exclusiveness.
Words are hard.
It's been a day, y'all.
Yeah. That's the best one, but that's purely for nostalgia and Taco Bell reasons.
I want Taco Bell now.
I always want
Maybe
Taco
that's
Bell.
what we do for another. Okay, so we're talking about Mountain Dews. We're talking about Taco Bell. What's your order at Taco Bell?
No price.
No price.
You
No price. You can spend up to $30, which I could easily do.
can spend $30.
Oh, easily, absolutely.
I don't think I can spend that much on Taco Bell and be full. I typically get the box
On the app.
on the
right?
app. Yep.
Why?
And then
Tell everyone why you do that. Why do you order on the app?
I get rewards.
No, it's because you can make your own box and choose whatever goes in.
That's true, and it's a much better deal because you can get the Crunch Wrap, and the Crunch Wrap is one of the best items.
I would say that. Yeah.
As long as there's not some new item, because there's always new items. If I could have my like dream items, like my go-to, it'd be Crunch Wrap, it'd be a quesadilla, and or gordita. What's the
Cheese gordita crunch
yeah, maybe
with a
that.
hard taco inside of it with pita around it with cheese
I
and
think
the
so.
Baja sauce.
Sure. I get the box typically, and then I would maybe get the. There's something like about the sauce with that.
With the cheese gordita crunch.
No, with the quesadilla. The quesadilla.
Oh, the quesadilla has its own little spicy sauce with it.
The quesadilla is fantastic. It's just so expensive to get the. It's cheaper to get the box than it is to get the meal with the Crunch Wrap.
Yeah, so I like the choices.
I
I like it.
I don't think I would spend $15. Now I want to know though, because I need to know. What are yours though? What's your?
All right, so mine's also a box. I make it. So I go with the next grade up. It's over $5 because I get the burrito, the grilled cheese burrito.
Wait. There's another box option. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
too
two box.
cheap.
There's
I'm
two
too
box
cheap.
options. So yeah, because I'm a prima donna when it comes to my Taco Bell or prima donna or a
Prima donna.
prima donna. Madonna. Yeah,
Prima donna.
prima donna.
It's pre-Madonna,
Prima donna.
not.
Prima donna. Am I saying it wrong?
Okay, I heard this on the radio today, and it was this guy talking about his Bobby Carpenter, former Ohio State Buckeye.
Okay.
He was talking about when he was in high
OH?
school. Io.
Okay.
He was in high school, and he was playing. They were playing football, and he was playing quarterback. I think it was freshman year, and he was given a play, and it was like 48 left side naked was the play, but his very southern drawn code was like naked, and he didn't know what that word was because he thought it was saying something else, and he went to the huddle and said it the same way as like naked, and they all thought like, what the hell is that? What's that play? Naked is the same as naked.
Oh, all right.
So in case you're wondering, sometimes there's southern accents, and we can't even know we don't speak English.
Yeah, and also
We can't always speak the same languages.
Yeah, true.
That's
And
a
also-
dumb story. You're all welcome.
you're fine. And also, I've been told that I have a twang, and I think it's just because our Ohio twang.
I don't know if I'm sure there is words that I say. Like y'all is definitely one of
Y'all,
them. But that is definitely not y'all is definitely not a Ohio thing.
no,
That's very much southern thing.
it's definitely it's very southern. But anyway, going to Taco Bell or
Excuse me.
Cheesy Burrito Crunch,
I die over here. Don't worry about me.
a 5-layer burrito, nachos and cheese, and a grilled stuffed burrito.
Why would you get the nachos?
I love my nachos and cheese, man.
Okay.
It's either that or the potatoes.
Okay. The potatoes are good. I like the potatoes. I always get those in my box. Instead of
But
what's the worst item? What's the worst item at Taco Bell? I know there's a right answer to this.
Is there?
100% there's a right answer.
Oh, you don't like the cinnamon twist?
No, they are freaking
I
styrofoam.
love the cinnamon twists. Love them.
Who likes the cinnamon twists? You can have all the flippin' cinnamon twists.
Fine,
Okay,
give them to me.
They got rid of the apple empanada, and dang it, that's
Dude, they got rid of the Choco Taco.
that just came out.
No, they had it before.
They don't even make
they-
a Choco Taco.
No, they used to. Remember when the original Godzilla came out with?
The 2000.
Yeah. That was-
Can't really remember Taco Bell from that long ago.
They were doing a thing with when that movie was coming out with the Choco Taco.
Why do you remember that?
I don't know. It's like the random things.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, it's just one of those random facts that I know from my childhood. But also, soft tacos slap.
I can't tell you that I've had a bunch of the soft tacos.
You've never done the taco, the 12 pack?
I've
Oh,
never done that.
Also, Doritos Locos Taco.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
Oh.
that those are delicious.
Also, one thing you can do is you can ask them put the Doritos Locos Taco shell in your cheesy gordita crunch.
Right, upcharge.
It is, but pretty good. Also, did you know the pre-order? So like you have like number 1, number 2, number 3, and all that, right? Instead of making the box or getting the boxes, you can go see how it is like hard tacos or soft tacos. You can be like, hey, instead of those hard tacos, can I get soft tacos instead?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know my wife did not know that you could do that?
How often is your wife going to Taco Bell?
No, like even like
Taco Bell connoisseurs.
we are, There-
Not a sponsor, but if you
No,
want to throw some
Taco
money our
Bell-
way,
Taco Bell.
I'll review you all day with glowing
Oh.
reviews.
I'll try whatever. Also, the
My
cinnamon-
insides won't like it, but my starting out will be fantastic.
Oh, Taco Bell. Still.
Good old Yum Brands, you know. It's really what it's called.
If I had to choose any fast food to live off for the rest of my life, it'd still be Taco Bell. Oh, I live on it all day.
I would. I
Maybe
don't
that's
go
what we should
enough.
try one day. Just eat Taco Bell all day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
I could.
And we record it, and then we post it, and we talk about it.
One, I'm cheap. Two, their breakfast is actually pretty good.
The breakfast is pretty good. The only thing I wish they would have brought back is the waffle taco.
It was not bad.
I liked it. It was
Here's the
different.
problem. Here's the problem with the breakfast. I'm gonna be real honest. Here's the problem with the breakfast. It is such a small portion.
Mhm.
The crunch wrap, breakfast crunch wrap,
It's like half the size.
it's half the size. It slaps, whatever that means. Kids are saying it's good.
There was a word that slamming was slamming.
It's slamming,
It
huh?
was slamming.
Back in the day, yeah, slamming was.
Slamming was another one. That was
Remember?
like.
Do you remember when we used to like? That's tight or
That's tight.
thick.
That's sick, nasty.
We're so out of touch, man.
We're so old. now I understand. I get it now. I get it.
I used to be.
It used to be hip. Used to jive.
Yeah, jive turkey, you. It's one way before. Thanks, semi-pro.
True. Yeah, I could definitely go for some Taco Bell now.
So, what are we doing for your birthday?
I don't know.
Because your family's not coming up, right? So
not
Tammy's
that
not going.
weekend. No, they're coming up the fall.
So, we're both broke.
Broke.
I
I would still love. Wait.
what do you want to do? What do you want to do for birthday? Let's talk it out. We can. We'll get in this in a couple minutes here.
Couple minutes. All right. So.
We'll end with this.
All right. Cool. So for my birthday,
Ideal. Like
ideal day. If
this is basically you asking your wife. This is what I'd like to do on my birthday.
oh,
And she doesn't get to respond until she watches this video. I've put her on the spot to watch the video, which she will with
we've
Rai.
kind of talked about this.
I know, but now you
I
get to
would
ask.
love
You get to ask the whole
just-
world.
Just a day you and I hang out and we stay up late night eating Taco Bell and play video games.
Andrea or me?
You with you.
Yeah, I win.
But what
That
I
sounds
what
good.
I want to do is actually on my birthday.
Yeah.
Like we could do that Saturday or even Friday, but Sunday I want to hang out with I just want to go hang out with my wife and my daughter and just
Yeah, man.
have a day. But I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go to eat, just where I want to go for my birthday. I was like, no, what? Roosters.
Roosters. I haven't been to Roosters in a minute, but it's good, man.
Roosters. I was feeling
Their
Roosters,
wings
but
are
also
good.
I also want to go to a brewery. But I can also get summer shandy on tap at
It's
yeah.
yeah. It's That's we need to do another episode to talk about Columbus breweries. They're just
there's
there's tons of great
so
ones.
many.
It'd be cool if we could film at one, but we're not that cool.
We could, with our name of Neely Schmidt Yourself podcast. I mean, why?
We
couldn't
just talk to the owner and be like, "Hey, yo,
Yeah, yo,
we run this very low key, channel
low
here.
budget,
low budget
but still.
Nintendo playing."
I still want to say I want to give props to the N64
Yeah.
Nintendo. How well it doesn't look great if you're looking at it right here, but on the TV between the camera and this,
We're just gonna have another episode. We're gonna play N64.
You know what we could play is you could play either a walkthrough of Mario and 64, or we could play the mini games on
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium, or we play Pokemon Snap.
I have Pokemon Snap.
I know you do.
Pretty easy.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just ideas. Also, if you have any ideas of what games you guys want us to have play through, please let us know.
Yeah.
Also,
we have a
follow
decent
us,
version.
follow us on our socials as well.
Oh, follow us on socials.
Yeah.
We'll post those.
Eventually.
We're
we like we said, and when we
Life
first
is
started
fun.
this is for fun.
so fun.
This is for fun. Today did not start off like fun, but know what?
It's funny now.
It's funny now. If you
We're
would
gonna
have
do
if
a
you would have
test
asked
video
me
of-
about an hour ago, I would have been like, "Nah, I'm ready to go home." But I'm excited that we did this. We tried some Mountain Dews.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Talked about Taco Bell. Now I want Taco Bell. So
It's a good thing you're the one who leaves here because I would be super tempted to go on my way home.
I am not going to do that.
I know, and it's because I pointed it out right now while we're recording. Because you will be asked
So,
about did you?
Did you get Taco Bell without me? That's exactly what
I can't have that.
What also I would definitely have to say is when Andrea was pregnant, we did have Taco Bell probably.
You know how I knew my wife was pregnant? She asked for Dairy Queen chili dog, and if you know my wife,
Yeah.
Anna doesn't ask for no Dairy
No.
Queen chili dog, and I was like, I don't need a pregnancy test. I'm certain my wife is pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and that is probably a boy, and it sure as heck was.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. All right,
I think that's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap.
So I'm John.
I'm Mike.
So thank you, Neil. Thank you for Neil. You spent yourself.
You really stood that up, didn't you?
I schmitted that up.
All right.
All
Y'all
right,
have a good
y'all.
night.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Good.